Hello my friends, in today's episode on Graynificent, I will be showing you how to load and unload film from this, I almost said Russian, it was almost Russian but made in Belarus, film camera. So it is a very interesting film camera. I will make a few videos about this as well, so look into the description down below to see what kind of videos I made with it. So without further ado, let's get into loading and unloading film from this film camera. In order to load our Vilja Auto, of course, we need some film. This is a used piece of film I have for testing purposes. So to load your Vilja Auto, when holding it upright with your viewfinder on the top left, you have a lever over here on the bottom left to open the film back. You just pull it down and it opens up just like this. You also have to pull up this film rewind lever in order to fit your canister in there, and your canister just pops in just like this. And in your film pickup spool you have a little tooth in there. Let's see if we can grab this. Now we have a tooth there on the pickup spool that you just insert the tip of the film in, grabs on just like that, that when you advance it pulls it in. So when you advanced once just like this, you close the back, of course insert this knob back in. If it wouldn't want to jump in right away just like that, just a little turn and it will pop in. And so on the bottom here of the camera we have the film counter. You take 2 shots and it will be on the 1 position. You take, okay, it's already loaded, so other than this, 1, take a shot, 2, take a shot, and now when you wind it, it is on the number 1 position there. So after you've loaded your film, you can, of course, on this back menu here, this is just for your reference so you know what type of film you put in here. Either daylight film, tungsten, balanced, black and white, or I do not know what the red markings are for, but that's probably for some type of film. Didn't get into there. And on top over here, that is not your shutter speed, because of course you see it has some markings not read as shutter speeds like 16, 32, 65, 130, and 250. That is the ISO of the film. That's for the light meter, selenium light meter. So you have to set the ISO. Of course, this is the GOST metering, something like that, GOST rating of the film. It is about 90% of the regular ISO, but some of those readings are rounded up, so they are basically the same as ISO. So you set your film speed over here. If I put in 400 film speed, I set it to 250 over here. Of course, that would get me just a little bit of an overexposure, not even one stop, because on some converters the GOST 250 is 250 ISO, on some 250 GOST is 320 ISO, so the 400 speed film won't get much overexposure here, but that's basically the highest you can use here because you have no manual control of the shutter speed, so higher speed films would just go higher into overexposure. So after you loaded your film, did shot the 2 frames empty, set your ISO speed, then you're ready to go. Of course, you set your aperture over here, automatic exposure, automatic aperture, or manual aperture. If you do it to manual aperture, it would stay that aperture, but I don't know much how that shows up in the viewing screen because I've changed to manual exposures and the photos did come out good, but I don't see any change happening here in the screen. So still shows the same shutter speeds. But if you do it in automatic, it will automatically choose the aperture the light meter shows you in the screen with the time it shows you on the screen. More about that in how to use this camera, so look into that video. It will be linked in the description down below. And while taking photos, when you advanced your film, you take your photos. Here's your shutter release button. It's black on a black camera, harder to see. It's this button over here, this lever. You just pull it down, just like that. And you took a photo. You just advance and take photos. Oh, here we see it better. Just like that. And you see your film rewind knob is turning. And of course you focus over here. That's the only manual control you have. And after you reached your limit, you can't advance any further. Don't pull it, don't force it. It will tear the film and you will have a problem. So in order to rewind the film, you raise this lever over here and you have an arrow on the bottom in the direction you want to turn it. But in order to release the film, you have to press in this button over here. You just press it in, you don't have to hold it in, and you rewind the film. And if you want your film meter to be left sticking out, listen to the film being let go of the pickup spool. You have resistance, and now it let go of the pickup spool. So you of course raise this up and you open up the back, and as we see, the film let go of the pickup spool and we could take it out. And you load your next film and you continue your great photography. And so that's how you load and unload film from this Belarusian made in Minsk Vilya Auto film camera with the version with the selenium meter. Well, the Auto is with the selenium meter. There were also other versions. There was a previous version without the selenium meter, but I will talk about that more in the video speaking about specifically this camera. And as you see, I got it in a box like this. It still has some Russian, Belarusian language in the back here. It cost at that time when this was new 40 rubles. I don't know how that would compare to today, but it says it was made in Minsk. So if you like this type of videos, please leave a like. It shows the YouTube algorithm I make helpful and interesting content. And if you're into film photography, a subscribe would help out a lot. And if you would want to help out this channel, there's a donation link down below. And also, if you would want to have some extra benefits, look into channel memberships where from $1 a month, you can see all the videos I make much earlier than they go public. So, thank you for watching, my friends. Take care and see you in the next video.